असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। ॐ शांति शांति शांतिः।
Namaskar. I am Dr. B.N. Gupta from Navjyoti Netralaya, Dhanbad, Jharkhand. We have got an association, that is ACOIN, Association of Community Ophthalmologists of India, and I am the national president of that. In ACOIN, what we do is, we go to the remote areas where there is no facility for good eye treatment. We do survey, we educate the people, we examine and treat the people, and then we recommend to the government how to develop eye care facilities in those areas. Secondly, we create awareness amongst our fellow colleagues also, fellow ophthalmologists, so that more and more people are associated with this community eye care. That is our motto. I would like to tell you something on this occasion of eye donation fortnight. We are observing the 35th eye donation fortnight from 25th of August to 8th of September, which we do every year. Let me tell you one thing, that if you want to know the importance of vision, you just close your eyes for a minute and then you will realize what is the importance of eyes in our life. So how our eyes work, let me have a brief description of the functioning of the eye. This is an eye model. You can see this is a transparent front layer that is known as cornea, and if we go inside, you will find that there is a lens behind that cornea, and after a gap, this is a red area you see, this is known as retina. So to see clearly what happens, the parallel rays of light, they enter through the cornea, through the lens, they get focused on the retina, and as a result there is a photochemical reaction here. Impulse is generated, and this impulse goes through the nerve to the brain, then only we can see. So what happens, to see clearly, this retina, the cornea should be clear, the lens should be clear, and the retina should function normal, then only we can see. Suppose there is some opacity in the cornea, or there is an opacity of the lens like cataract or motiabin, or there is some problem, maybe aging problem, or due to diabetes or retinopathy, so this retina is diseased. In those cases, our vision will be hampered. So let us first know what are the different causes of blindness. The main causes of blindness is, number one is cataract, number two is glaucoma or kala motia, number three is retinal diseases, and number four is the corneal conditions that we call corneal blind. So on this occasion of the eye donation fortnight, we will mainly focus on the corneal conditions. So corneally, those people who are corneally blind. What happens actually? In the cornea, the opacity or the disease process, they can be genetic by birth. There may be some nutritional problem, especially vitamin A deficiency. Small children cases, you will find the traumatic cases are also there. The children, they are playing gilli danda, bow and arrow, then cracker injury, or suppose somebody is playing with the pointed toys, that also leads to injury. In elderly people, our brother, sister, farmers who are working in the field, they get often the agricultural injuries, plus those laborers who are working in the industrial belt, they get quite frequent injuries. Then there are certain conditions due to age problem. There may be some retinal opacity, corneal opacity, sorry. So these things, they lead to corneal blindness. In our country, approximately 2.5 lakhs people are there who are having blindness due to corneal conditions. So to overcome this problem, there is a provision of eye transplantation or corneal transplantation, corneal grafting. So let me explain what is the eye bank. The first eye bank was started in our country in 1965, and after that more and more eye banks have started coming up, and now altogether almost 450 eye banks are functioning in our country. How it works, let me tell you something about, give a brief idea about eye bank. What happens when somebody places his or her eye? Suppose somebody wants to donate his or her eye after death. So what he has to do is he should go to some nearby medical college or district hospitals or some NGO hospital or some private hospitals where these eye donation forms are available. You sign it and you declare that you place that you are going to donate your eyes after death. You will be given a card. You keep that card in a convenient place and tell the people of your family members, maybe your son, daughter, mother, father, brother, sister, or wife, husband, so that in case of the death of the person who has placed the eyes, it can be very quickly informed to the concerned hospital and the necessary formalities can be done. But the consent of the family members is very important, because without their consent it cannot be possible. So what is the procedure of eye donation? Let us know about that. The cornea is healthy, or cornea is very fit for transplantation if the eye is taken within 1 hour of the death. But if the condition allows or the temperature is maintained, even 5 to 6 hours we can take out the eyes and we can utilize that eye for eye transplantation, corneal transplantation. There are certain misconceptions about the eye transplantation. Many people feel that the whole of the eye is taken out and the whole of eye is transplanted. No, this is not like that. Only the front portion, that is cornea, we transplant. Suppose there is a corneal opacity here. So what we do is we take out this cornea away from the recipient, and then we take the donor cornea of the same size and we stitch it here. We implant it here. And if it is transparent and fit, donor cornea is all right, then the patient will be able to see. So there are researches going on to transplant some other tissue also, especially retina. The work is going on, but till now, if we say the eye donation, that means corneal transplant only. We use the only cornea. So what the family members need to do in case of death, immediately inform the hospital. You close the eyes of the deceased. Suppose the fan is moving. In that case, you just close the fan. You close the eyes and keep some wet cotton or some wet cloth over the eyes so that there is no evaporation. If AC is on, you can put up the AC, or you can, if you want, you can keep the AC on low mode. This is done because the eyes don't get dry. Otherwise, if the eyes are open, the water will evaporate, and as a result the cornea will become dry and it will not be fit suitable for the corneal transplant. So as soon as the patient, the person dies, the family member should take all these precautions. Usually in funeral or last rites, it takes some time. So within a period of 5-6 hours, because it takes 5-6, so the other rituals will not be disturbed. In the meantime, you can take out the eyes and we can take to the eye bank. When you inform a person of the hospital, then the expert team comes there, and with all due respect and with taking all sterilization precautions, the eye is taken out. It is brought to the eye bank. There the processing is done, and we examine the cornea, especially the cell density, because if the cell density is not proper, it may not be suitable for corneal transplant. So cell density is very important. And suppose due to any reason, due to low cell density or any reason, that cornea is not fit for transplantation, then we utilize that cornea for therapeutic keratoplasty purpose. Means if there is some ulcer or perforation in the eye, then we have to seal that eye. So in those cases, we seal that eye with that tissue. And that tissue is also used for research purpose also. You will be glad to know that out of almost 32,000 cornea procured till date, more than 22,000 successful corneal transplantation has been done in our country till date. And on an average, almost 1,000 corneal transplantation is done every year. But it's a matter of great concern that in spite of our country being so big, so huge, the incidence or the number of eye donations is very less. Suppose 1 lakh cornea is required, in that case only hardly 20 to 22,000 corneas are procured. That means almost 80% of the population, they are devoid or they are deprived of this facility. Here I would like to mention especially a small neighboring country of ours, Sri Lanka. They have got the maximum number of eye donations. And you will be surprised to know that the eyes donated in Sri Lanka, those are transported to our country, and we utilize those eyes for corneal transplantation. And recently, last year only, there has been a law passed in Sri Lanka that all the deceased person, the eye donation is mandatory. So this is a big thing, and I think by creating awareness and the education, we can do it in our country also. Now, coming to some misconceptions. Usually what happens, some people feel that it is against our religion. No, it's not, nothing to do with religion, because in every religion, every caste and creed, the eye donation has been honored as a great thing, and everybody feels that it should be done. Second thing, some people say that if you donate eyes, in the next generation, next birth, suppose you will be born without eyes, or you will be born blind. No, this is also a misconception. This is not a, otherwise half of the population would have been blind. Third thing, regarding age of the patient, age bar. There is no age bar as such, because if a child of say 10 to 12 years also, if he dies due to accident or due to some other causes, the cornea can be utilized for transplantation. In that case, of course, if the patient or the deceased is very old, then in those cases, sometimes the cornea is not very healthy, the cell density is low. In those cases, that cornea may not be suitable for the corneal transplant. Of course, there are certain conditions, the disease where we don't take out the cornea. Like, suppose the patient was suffering from HIV or AIDS, then hepatitis B, some viral infections, tetanus, rabies, leukemia or blood cancers. In those cases, we don't take out these eyes. Those cornea are not suitable for transplantation. I would like to say one thing, that by donating the cornea, you are making two persons see through your eyes. Because if somebody donates one eye, then he makes two people see through his eye, and it's a very good thing that even after the death, the deceased lives after the death through the eyes of the recipients. So I will request all of you to create awareness, to consider this thing, and make your friends, relatives, family members agree to place the eye. You have to do just fill up the place card, or you can do it online also. There is a site NOTO, National Organ and Tissue Transplantation Organization. You can go to the site and you can place online also. Here again, one thing I would like to mention, that even if somebody has not placed, his or her eyes can be taken, because if the family members want, they can inform the concerned hospital and the eyes can be utilized for the transplantation. So I will request all of you to cooperate and to help us in this eye donation movement, so that more and more people can be benefited, and we can give light or vision to the corneally blind people. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Namaskar.